Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. As promised, I was going to be on at 12:30 today because I was doing a live for my membership group. I usually have a Q&A at the end of the month, or I am sharing a little tidbit from my journey for that month. Some great little nuggets. If you are interested, then please DM me. You get a Q&A at the end of the month, a Facebook group with other individuals. You're entered into a challenge each month. You get my vault of recipe tutorials. It's really, really fun. It's the Redeemers membership group, so please DM me if you are interested or would like to know a little bit more information about it. All right, so today's topic I'm actually really, really excited about. This is something that has been brought to my attention recently. And also, I mean, we all need protein, right? But is really all protein deemed the same? Well, I'm going to debunk that today, and I'm going to be talking about one thing that you might not be getting enough of that could actually be impairing, well, actually could be helping you with better muscle recovery, energy, and stamina. All right, so with that in mind, hello, my name is Drew Mulvey. I am a board certified nutrition specialist and certified dietitian nutritionist. I am a precision nutrition level 1 coach. I am a certified integrative sports nutritionist, as well as a certified LEAP therapist, which is a specific food sensitivity protocol based off of mediator release testing. It is about 92% accurate and specific for those particular sensitivities and mediators that your body releases when it has those sensitivities. It has been amazing for athletic performance and any sort of inflammatory conditions that you do have. I've done it and I've seen absolutely phenomenal results in my clients. So if you're interested in learning more about that, then please DM me. I would love to explain it a little bit deeper. So personally, I work with youth and young adult athletes to really transform their relationship with food and their mindsets around food, to really find their true identity and to empower them to make the right choices about fueling their body. Plus, I help them really ignite their true athletic potential with this whole entire program. I have seen absolutely amazing results in the girls that I have worked with, and this is also not only the knowledge that I have gained and the experience that I've gained, but the personal experience that I have gained too, which I have had my own victories, and I am so excited to be helping you. And if that sounds like you, that you just feel like you're just lagging in stamina, it's a prison sentence with food, it's just a mental battle with food, you have no idea how to even fuel your body properly or what it's doing to your body, then let's talk and let's help you reach your true athletic potential. All right, so with that in mind, I am going to be covering a little bit about protein and particularly leucine. As I mentioned this morning in my, I shouldn't say live, in my story, I'm going to be talking about leucine. Is leucine the little missing link that you need to really improve your athletic performance, let alone your muscle recovery for better athletic performance? So why am I focusing on this in particular? Well, we hear that we all need protein, right? Protein helps with muscle recovery. Protein helps to build the muscles. Protein is also very important for hair, skin, and nails, and anything that is an enzyme in your body is also composed of protein. So it is very important that you are meeting your protein needs. But are all proteins deemed the same? Well, it has to get down a little bit deeper. So each of a protein is composed of a mix of 20 different amino acids. 9 of these in particular are known as essential. Sorry. Happy Friday, everybody. You know what? With that, I need some water. Oh, sorry, my tongue was sticking. Okay, so 9 of those are actually essential, meaning that your body does not make them. So you have to get them from an external source in order for that to be have enough of that protein and that amino acid in the protein pool to be able to recover properly. So these 9 essential amino acids compose of histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, threonine, and valine. Now, 3 of them in particular are of great importance because they are known as the branched chain amino acids. The branched chain amino acids are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. These are incredibly important for building your muscles as they're very abundant in your skeletal muscle. And it's also important for insulin regulation as well. But I want to target a little bit more of the leucine. So, back up. So, the essential amino acids. all of the essential amino acids are in animal-based proteins, so you're going to get all 20 amino acids in there. Now, when it comes to plant-based proteins, you're not always going to get all the essential amino acids, and that's why you have to pair things. So grains can be paired with beans, beans can be paired with nuts or seeds, and then grains can also be paired with seeds too. So they all have all the essential amino acids to be making a complete protein. There are actually a couple plant-based proteins that are complete proteins, and that is soy being one of them, an organic fermented soy, as well as hemp seeds. But mostly animal-based proteins are going to be a lot higher also in the branched chain amino acids, and leucine is very abundant in the skeletal muscle. Now, what else is leucine important for? Here's what I want to cover. When your body is undergoing intense levels of training, and maybe you have a stressful job, you're stressed at work, and there's a lot more external stress on your body, then your body is actually pulling leucine from your digestive tract. So leucine is also abundant in your digestive tract. Now, what happens when your body's pulling from that? Well, it's very common for endurance athletes to have a lot of gastrointestinal symptoms. Particularly, they can have diarrhea, they can have other things. But what happens when your body's eating away at that intestinal lining and that GI lining is that there can be little perforations where little proteins are escaping, and that's where food sensitivities come in. So it's very important that you are repleting your body with enough leucine each day for muscle recovery, as well as if you are in any sort of anything where it's intense psychologically or physically or emotionally, your body is potentially going to pull the leucine from your gastrointestinal tract. I mean, has anybody else, when they've been super stressed out that they haven't been digesting things properly or they feel like they're reacting to things more? That is why. So leucine, it's, I, okay. But leucine in particular, yes, with the branched chain amino acids, they are all responsible for protein synthesis, but leucine is the one that stands above and beyond the other branched chain amino acids for protein synthesis and protein turnover. So it is absolutely critical that you have enough. So what exactly are the daily recommended needs? This was a little challenging to find as there wasn't really a daily recommended intake that was stated, so like for vitamins and minerals, but there wasn't really a daily recommended intake. But what they did suggest is that I'm going to have to move this because I have this right here. For about 45 to 55 milligrams per kilogram per day. Now I want to let you know that about 1,000 milligrams equals 1 gram. So if it's for kilograms, so take your weight in pounds and then divide that by 2.2, and then you're going to get the amount of kilograms that you have. So now, if that's the amount of kilograms that you multiply that by 45 or 55. Now, for about a 60 kilogram person, that's going to be roughly 2.7 to 3.3 grams of leucine per day that your body is going to need. So how exactly are you going to get this? Well, here are some foods that you can incorporate into your post-workout routine. That's where it's going to be important. It can be important, especially leucine is very important if you are going into the morning with the essential amino acid in there. But it's also going to be very important afterwards too for that muscle protein synthesis. So some of the best food sources that you can incorporate include black beans. So 1 cup of black beans is about 2.03 grams of leucine. Pumpkin seeds is 1 cup. 3.3 grams. Now, 1 cup is a lot. The normal is 1 ounce, so that's about 1/4 of a cup, but that's still giving you a pretty good amount of leucine in there. Chicken breast cooked about 4 ounces is 2.9 grams. Turkey breast cooked 4 ounces, 2.8 grams. So you're seeing those are going to be some of like the best sources. Flank steak, cooked grass-fed flank steak, 4 ounces, 2.4 grams. Wild-caught tuna can, 1.7 grams. Cottage cheese, 1.4 grams. Ground beef, lean 93, 1.8 grams. Peanuts roasted, 1 ounce or about 1/4 of a cup. is 0.5 grams. So that 1/4 cup is going to be equivalent to 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter. I do recommend natural organic peanut butter because that can be a little bit high in aflatoxins, which are molds, which can cause reactions. So please get organic natural peanut butter. And egg scrambled is about 0.5 grams. And that's just one egg scrambled. So how are we going to put this into practice? Here are some meal ideas for you. So incorporating, I'm thinking about a Mexican bowl here. So about a 1/2 cup of black beans with rice, 4 ounces of ground beef, and a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. And then your veggies and a little extra spices. That could be for a great night for something that's super easy as well. And this will give you about 3.2 grams of leucine in that meal alone. Wow, right? 3.2 grams of leucine. So this would be a great meal to incorporate post-workout when you're having dinner after. And even before too, if you're having dinner before. But how about a little huevos rancheros? So I have this one too. It's a 1/2 cup of black beans, 3 eggs, salsa. I believe there's some avocado in there too. And if you want to couple that with, you usually put some tomatoes on there. You put some cheese on there too. Huevos rancheros. Oh, there's some obviously the black beans. Well, that is giving you about 2.5 grams of leucine in that very meal alone. So as you can see, there are plenty of ways that you can meet these needs by incorporating food. But how about with protein powders? So protein powders, since you are so active and the intensity level is really up, it's going to be important to be looking for a protein powder that has a good amount of leucine in it. Now, just recently, I wish I could show you this. I purchased a protein powder that I'm not having whey protein right now because I tend to be reactive to dairy at times. So I have a plant protein and there's added BCAAs in that. So that's leucine, isoleucine, and valine, and that has about 5 grams of that. Well, the BCAAs in total, but about half of that is from leucine alone. So that's going to be a really beneficial component is when you are getting those plant-based proteins, having some added BCAAs in there so that there's proper muscle recovery with the plant-based proteins. There is going to be a higher leucine content also in whey protein. So if you can get a good grass-fed whey protein that is suitable for your system, I would highly recommend that. And it's probably the most absolute bioavailable protein that just is immediately sucked up by your muscles pretty much for muscle recovery. So some of the whey proteins that I really like, Terra's whey protein. I used to do Vital Whey protein. There is an athletic I will have to get that back to you. I have been for some reason forgetting the name of the brand, but that's the whey protein that I normally had. There's Metagenics as well. And these that you can actually get, oh, and Vital Proteins, grass-fed whey protein. And you can actually get these on my dispensary at Wellevate. So Wellevate/Drew Mulvey. You can pick that up today and it's going to be 10% off for you. All right, so with that in mind, so the recap, protein, not all protein is created equal. You need to be looking at the smaller components of protein, which are the essential amino acids, or excuse me, the amino acids, where there are 20 of them. So foods are composed of about 20 different amino acids, 9 of them being essential. All of them are they are animal products, so eggs, fish, poultry, grass-fed beef, and your dairy products. Now, when it comes to plant-based proteins, soy and hemp seeds are a complete protein, but you need to couple grains with beans, beans with nuts or seeds, or grains with nuts or seeds, so that you get that complete protein. And you can have that. You don't have to couple that at the same meal, but you can have that spread out throughout the day so that you are getting enough. With that, you need about we said 2.3 or 4. Well, we'll go a little bit deeper. So it's about 45 to 55 milligrams per kilogram per day that you need of leucine. So that would be about 2.5 to about 3.3 grams of leucine for a person who is about 60 kilograms. So that would be about 130 gram per or pound person. So very important. So some of the best foods for leucine include roasted peanuts, so organic roasted peanuts, tuna. The highest one was chicken on there, so chicken breast, some eggs in particular, and we have cottage cheese on there as well. Some of the meals that I recommended, making a nice Mexican dish with some organic grass-fed ground beef with some black beans, get some salsa, some avocado, and mix in some rice in there too. So you have another pairing as well. It's super easy. It will be great after a workout. And make sure your protein powders look at that leucine content because that is what is most responsible for protein synthesis. Again, not all protein is created equal. All right, so with that in mind, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful Friday. It's supposed to be beautiful up here in New England, so truly enjoy the weather. I am going to be going to watch a client running her first marathon, which we all want to cheer her on. So I'll be giving updates of that to everybody today. And also, I'd like to give out a big happy birthday to my sister. Yes, I'm not going to say how old she is, but let's all say happy birthday to my wonderful sister. All right, everybody. Well, my name is Drew Mulvey. I am a certified dietitian nutritionist, board certified nutrition specialist, certified integrative sports nutritionist, precision nutrition level 1 coach, and a certified lead therapist, which is a specific food sensitivity protocol based off of mediator release testing, which is it's about 92% accurate and specific for those particular mediators that are being released for sensitivities that you might have. It's amazing for athletic performance and any sort of inflammatory condition that could be really hindering your recovery. So I highly recommend it. I work personally with youth and young adult female athletes to really transform their relationship with food, to teach them more about themselves, to find that identity, to really empower them to make the best choices to fuel their body and to really ignite their athletic potential. So does that sound like you? Do you feel like you've been really confused about food? You have really no idea how to fuel it properly? You feel like it's almost kind of like a mental imprisonment around food and you just don't really know how to grasp it, or let alone have you been showing up to practice and your energy and stamina have just been waning and every single week you're putting in the work but you are not seeing the results? I have been there and it was awful. So guess what? Since I am at the other side, I am here to get you to the other side and really ignite your true athletic potential so you have the energy and stamina to start reaching your athletic goals. So please, if that is you, set up an icebreaker call. It is a free one-on-one call with me. It's about 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to be going over your athletic goals, kind of getting a little bit more detail on what you're currently doing, and then let's get you moving and let's get you to reaching your best athletic performance. All right, everybody. That link is available in my bio, so please click on it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for attending today. I am so grateful for all of you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.